channel. Thank you so much for the support the last few weeks. Today we're going to change it up a little bit. I am going to talk about how you can get anything you want in your life, whether it's your dream job, the car you've always wanted, your dream house, your dream man, your dream girl, whatever. You can get whatever you want. And today I'm going to go into it. Have you ever heard of the law of attraction? Because with the law of attraction, you can get anything you want, no matter how big or small. So I came across the law of attraction when I was about 14. I came across it by this Australian guy who's like a friend of the family. He gave us, not the book, because there is a book, he gave us a DVD of the documentary. And my whole family watched it and we were like, oh my God, this is actually crazy. And when you actually think of it, it's so true. So just think of the law of attraction as receiving what you are giving. So if you are emitting negativity into, say, the universe, you're going to receive that back. So if you think of a radio, think of a radio station it has its own frequency. You also emit your own frequency. You are vibrating, yes, vibrating. Everything is vibrating on its own frequency. So if you're vibrating at a negative frequency, you're only going to get a negative frequency back. Think of a radio station, 2.0. And if you go and you turn the little knob to 10.0, you're never going to listen to 2.0. If you want to listen to 10.0, you're going to have to try and vibrate on and get a frequency on that level. So that's the exact same as how the law of attraction works. If you vibrate on a positive frequency, a high frequency, you're going to get that back. If you vibrate on a low frequency, which is a negative frequency, you're going to get that back. So, example, say you're constantly negative about things. Oh, this isn't going to work. I hate my job. I don't know. You hate everything in your life. You hate certain aspects in your life. You're only going to get that back. Your job is still going to be bad. The people in your life are still going to be bad to you. However, if you change this, if you put it up onto a higher frequency, change your mindset, change it to more positive, you will start attracting that into your life. If you want a good job, if you want to be happy in your job, you need to start thinking good about your job and start vibrating positively about that, and it'll start coming into your life. Another example is people that you meet in your life. Think of meeting someone for the first time. I'm sure you've all gone through it. You've met someone for the first time and you don't really get a good vibe from them. Like, you feel that they're very negative. You just don't really click with them naturally because they are also emitting their own frequency and their own vibrations. So maybe you're vibrating or emitting a different frequency on a higher level compared to them. So you don't actually want to be with them because you can feel the negativity coming off of them. Just like how if you're a very positive person, maybe people like to be with you because you emit off this really nice, good energy. So it's literally the same with emitting all of this to the universe with what you want. So now I'm going to tell you how you can implement the law of attraction into your life. Being unique, being you, is your power. Like, just think that's all you need to be. And that's so easy because you are not anyone else and no one else is you and no one else can be you. So loving yourself is the best thing that you can do. And I know sometimes you may not love yourself. You go through times where you can't love yourself, but just try, just think, no one else is like me. So as I said, write down your 5 things. Just say, oh, I like these things about me. And then continue, grow, make the list longer. No matter how long it takes, make it longer. And you have this whole list and you say, I'm an amazing person. And say it to yourself, I am an amazing person. I am a good person. I love myself. Say it out loud. Say it to yourself in the mirror. Wake up in the morning, look in the mirror and say, I love myself. There's only me, there's no one else. That is your power. And if you see social media nowadays, everyone is the same, but you don't have to be like them to be loved. You can be yourself, and if you show people that you love yourself, people are going to love you. You need to be happy with yourself, love yourself, and everything will be fine. That's all you have to do, and it's so simple. Get your list, make your list, and be like, this is me, and this is why I love myself. And the whole world, they'll love you too. We said the first step was love. Now we'll move on to gratitude. Gratitude is something that a lot of us, including myself, have kind of neglected. We really take things for granted nowadays. Like, we can hop on the bus, no problem. We can get a phone, no problem. We can get all of these things, no problem. We really take everything for granted. But you need to actually stop taking so many things for granted and just be grateful. Like, be grateful for the big things in your life to the small little things in your life. Be happy you have a roof over your head, because there's always going to be someone else worse off. And you may go through dark times. Everyone does. It's normal. It's part of life. Like, there's a quote that life is fair because it's unfair to everyone. So it's how you actually deal with those moments, because if you focus on the negative and continue not being grateful because something bad happens, as we said in the beginning, negative, negative, negative. And we don't want that. We want positive, positive, positive. So just, even in your head, you don't actually have to write this, but it helps to write. Just think of the things that you are grateful for. Like, right now, just think, okay? Think of the things that you're grateful for. What do you have in your life that you love? For me, I'm happy that I have a family that loves me. I have friends. I have a lovely relationship. I have a roof over my head. I have food to eat every day. I can walk. I can see. I can do so many things. And if something bad happens, just stop and say, okay, something bad happened, fine. But what good things are happening at the moment? What can I think of that is good and that I can be grateful for and thankful for? It is the best thing that you can do. And once you start writing and thinking of all the things that you can be grateful for, your life will change and your mindset will flip 180 degrees. So just try it now, and write or think of a little list of all the things you can be grateful for in your life. And when you do all of this, you'll be able to see how fortunate you are, and you'll be able to appreciate so many things in your life. So we just spoke about the first two principles. Now we're going to look at the third principle. So the third principle is actually broken up. So I'll talk about the first little part, which is ask. Ask for anything you want. So you need to ask the universe, God, whatever you want to call it, and ask for whatever you want. What do you want? Like, do you want a beautiful house by the sea, your dream car, perfect relationship, a free coffee? You know, you can ask for anything. There is an unlimited resource of anything that you want in this world and more. Because society makes us believe that you can't have all of these things, but you can get them if you want them. The next step is to believe. So we've asked, now we need to believe. Believing and wishful thinking are very different. So for example, we'll ask for a house, okay, your dream house. We all have ideas of our dream houses. We don't really believe that we'll get it, but you can get it if you actually believe it. So right now, just start to believe that this house that you want is yours. And if you really believe, it can be yours. So imagine yourself walking into the house, getting the keys, opening the door, and you look around and you can see the colors on the walls, the furniture around you, and you're like, oh my God, this is my dream house and I have it right now. Like, how amazing is it that you just asked, you believed, and you actually, you're in the house? Because people People always worry about the past and people always worry about the future. But if you really just think about now, that's all that matters. Because realistically, we don't really have the past anymore. And the future, it hasn't happened yet. We don't know what's going to happen, so we can't really change that. So if you just focus on now, you'll get it. You believe right now, I have this house. We can't see the future. So right now, you say, I have my dream house. This is my house right now. So with believing, you also have to believe that you deserve this. You deserve it. You deserve the most amazing things in the world. Because why not? Why don't you? Because we know we love ourselves. We're grateful for the things we have. We've asked for the house. We are starting to believe it. And you need to also believe, I deserve this house. Why not? Why can't I have it? So believe you have it now and believe you deserve it because you deserve it. A really good example that I actually love to tell myself, and it's so true, like think of Christmas or your birthday and you've asked for a specific present. Think of when you were a child, you wanted a Barbie or something like this. And you knew on Christmas Day or on your birthday, you were going to open up this gift and you would have your Barbie or whatever you asked for in that box. You're going to open it, there it was. And the days coming up to it, you know, oh, I'm going to get it, and you can feel the excitement building up and building up. And then on the day, you open it. The law of attraction is very similar. Think of the baby, they actually know exactly when they're getting it. Whereas with law of attraction, we don't know when, however, we know that we will get it. And it's happening right now, it's coming. Every day you're getting closer to it. Just like the baby, they knew, they were counting down the days to the exact day. Every day you're counting down. You don't know when it's going to come, but it's going to come one day. And the feeling that you felt when you were believing, you'll feel the exact same emotions when you get it. Okay, and the next step is receive. So we have ask, believe, receive. So now we're going to get this dream house. The thing with receive is that it could actually come in any shape or form. So we don't know exactly how we're going to receive it, because I'll tell you about a personal story later, but my life flipped 180. And I thought it was something bad, but actually it was the universe or God actually putting my receiving into motion, and I got it. And I'll tell you about that in a few minutes. So the fourth principle is to let go. So in the third principle, remember we had 3 steps. We had ask, believe, receive. So we have to let go, keeping into account love yourself, gratitude, asking and believing that you will receive, and then finally waiting to receive it. So think of it all, ask and believe and let it go, and let God or the universe make that happen. If you want to even manifest your perfect partner, and you've asked and you've believed and you know you will receive, and by letting it go into the universe and God to make that happen for you, don't go out and look for them, because you know they're coming. So go live your life, go to the cafe, do the things you love, go travel, go see a new city, and one way or another, he'll come, she'll come, they'll come. Like sitting at home and waiting for him to knock on your door could happen. That would be nice. It's like a little delivery man delivering your perfect partner, but realistically, we know if we sit at home, we won't really get the opportunity to meet the perfect person or your perfect person. So go out, go enjoy your life, knowing that God and the universe are making them come to you right now. They're on the way. They're just a little delayed. They're in traffic, but they're on the way. And the last and final step is forgiveness. So forgiveness, I actually haven't really seen mentioned a lot in like law of attraction videos or anything that I've actually researched law of attraction. But I think forgiveness is something really fundamental within the law of attraction. Because if you hold on to the past and any negative experiences you've had with people or situations, and you hold on to it, it's going to stay with you and affect your now and your now that will be in the future. So, as I said before, the past, we know we can't change it. I know a lot of people would love to change the past. I'd love to change some things in the past, but we just know it's gone, it's finished, it's fine. Move on, let it go, and forgive it from the heart. So if you had a bad breakup, if you lost one of your best friends, forgive. Just forgive, and you will feel so liberated. You will feel this heavy weight just lift off you, and you'll just feel happy. If you forgive them for what they did, you'll be happy. So forgive everything that has happened in your past, because past doesn't exist, and we don't want it to affect your now, because your now reflects on what's coming. And if you want the best things in life, if you want your dream car, your dream man, whatever, you need to be emitting on that high frequency. Come on, get rid of that past negativity. Get into your positive mindset, your high frequency. Get the positive vibes out there. Okay, so I'm about to get into a personal story, so I think I need some tea before I actually do. So I will tell you about my story with law of attraction. And this was actually kind of crazy, because remember how I said before with receive? With receive, you don't really know how you're going to receive it. Anything could really happen for you to receive that. And with me, I was like, oh my God, because my life went from this to the complete opposite, just a complete switch. So I would say a year and a half ago, probably, I was not in a good relationship. It was towards the end, it was quite toxic. And that was really, really bringing me down. Like, that frequency level was 0, -10, I would say. Now I'd like to say I'm on 20. I'm a good high frequency. But back then, I was very low. I was very negative. My relationship was breaking down. I was in Galway, where I'm from, in Ireland. I was working a normal job, nothing that really gave me any life prospects. I had just come back from Sicily when I was living there, teaching English, doing something I love. And I was just working in this random job. And I ended up thinking one day, what do I actually want to do? Because I can't be in this job forever. And I thought, okay, I love teaching English. I love it so much. I love Italy. Why am I not there? Why am I in Ireland, in Galway? Love Ireland, don't worry. Why am I doing this job? Why am I here? Why am I not doing what I want to do? You know what? You want to know what I was actually doing? I was thinking about that relationship and how I can save that relationship. I was not thinking about myself at all. It was like saving the relationship, me. I didn't care about myself. I didn't care about anything. And I know at the beginning of the video I said when I was 14 I came across the law of attraction. I am 25, and it has taken me a while to really realize that I can get what I want. So I said, what do I want? I want to be in Italy, and I want to be an English teacher. How can I do that? So I started researching a CELTA, and I was like, I want a CELTA. And I started looking into it, and I was actually like, I'm going to get this. Like, I'm planning on doing it. I'm going to get it. I'm going to get my CELTA, and I'm going to go abroad. So I was planning on doing it in the July of that year. And then, like this, I'm telling you, without me even knowing that this was going to happen, my relationship and the job I was in, poof, gone within the space of a few days. And I felt like, oh my God, what is happening? Like, but the funny thing is, when this happened to me, I felt so relaxed and calm. Like when someone loses their boyfriend and loses their job within the same week, people kind of freak out and actually go like, I have hit rock bottom, I have lost everything, what's wrong with my life? But oddly enough, I said, no, I know this is supposed to happen. I know something amazing is coming. And it was mad that when I was telling people about this, they were like, how are you not so upset? I'm like, because I know something is coming. I knew something good was coming. And it came. It came. So when I lost the job, when I lost the relationship, I looked online because I said, should I get another job, or will I see if that CELTA course, maybe there's another date? So I looked online. 2 weeks' time, there was a CELTA course. I could not believe the timing. Immediately, I applied for the course, did the course, passed the course. And the boss of the school where I did my CELTA hired me to work for her on the last day. So I ended up working there for about 6 months. And within the 6 months, I was thinking, I want to go abroad. I want to teach English. I looked at so many countries. And I was always saying, I don't want to go to Europe. But this is what I thought. But deep down within me, in my heart, I knew I wanted Italy. I knew I wanted Italy. I knew I wanted Bologna specifically. Because if you are new here, I actually lived here almost 5 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago, for a year. And it was my first city where I lived in Italy. And I really wanted to go back. So I was working in the school for the whole summer. And I actually planned on going to Australia. But deep down within me, I always said to myself, I know I'm not going. Why am I focusing my energy on this when I know I'm not going? I felt like it was an excuse or something, but I remember I said it to my friends and to my family. I was like, I don't feel like I'm going to Australia. I don't think it's going to happen. And I manifested that. It didn't happen. It didn't happen. What happened? I left my job in September to move to Australia. And I was supposed to move 2 weeks after leaving the job. And within the 2 weeks, I said, I need a holiday because I didn't get my holiday during the summer. All I did was work. So I said, where am I going to go? Italy. And at this time, I was dating my boyfriend for, I'd say, 3 months, 3 months. I don't know, I can't remember. And so I went and I visited him, and I visited my friend up in Turin, and it was amazing. And I was like, why am I going to Australia? Why am I not in Italy? This is where I want to be. I want Italy. And I could even being there, I could feel that I was already living there. It was the craziest sensation, but I was like, I feel like I already live here. So I got back home to Ireland after my trip to Italy, my little holiday before going to Australia. And I cannot even describe to you the feeling I had in my stomach. It was to the point where I felt like vomiting with anxiety about Australia. I was like, I can't go. I do not want to go. Now, looking back, that was God, or the universe, whatever you want to call it, telling me, don't go because you're going to Italy. So a week before I was supposed to start my job, I know I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry to the school in Australia. I told them I couldn't come. So what did I do? Schools in Bologna on Google. I emailed about 10 schools. Within a few hours, a school got back to me asking me for an interview. I booked a flight. Guess how much the flight was? €19 to come within a few days. I was like, how is this working so perfectly? This was like a jigsaw puzzle. It was literally a jigsaw puzzle. Putting all the pieces together was amazing. How perfect, how it flowed amazingly. And I was like, this is it. I know this is what's supposed to happen. Thinking back to when I lost my job and my relationship, I said, something good's coming. And now look, a few months later, everything was working out. I went to Bologna. I had my interview the following day. I got hired. 2 days later, I started working. I found my apartment immediately, and it was on the same street as my old apartment when I lived here 4 years ago. And the landlord is the brother of my old landlord. What are the odds of all of that happening? I genuinely know all of that happened over the last few months was because I attracted everything into my life, and I know it. And I have never felt so happy in my life. Like the happiness I feel, I wake up every day and I'm so happy to be here. And I always say, oh, thank you so much for giving me this. Like the gratitude I feel for getting all of this is, I can't even count it. Like it's uncountable. It's enormous. I'm so happy. I'm so grateful. I'm so thankful for everything I truly wanted and what I believed I actually deserved. I didn't deserve all that in my past relationship. What was I doing? Change, love yourself, gratitude, ask, believe, and I received. And look at me, I'm so happy. As well as that, I've had my blog for, I would say, oh my God, I made it in 2015, so 5 years. This is crazy. So I've been active on social media for the last 5 years, and it's my dream to really, really get back into it. And as you've seen in the last, I'd say 2 months more, I've started being a lot more active and trying to produce a lot more really good content for you guys. And it's something I really want to focus on. So this is kind of in the works at the moment. I'm manifesting. I'm on high frequency. Ask, believe, I will receive. So this is something that is really important to me, and I know it's going to happen. But with this, I actually have made something to help me remind myself every day of my goals, what I want, what I need to remember is my vision board. So I have actually made this vision board of quotes and pictures of things that I want. I won't go into detail, but if you want me to make a video on what I have on my vision board, how to make one, what it is, I can totally make it. But it's something that really, really helps with law of attraction and attracting the things you want in your life. So if you want me to make a video, comment below and I will totally go through everything, because this is something amazing and it looks pretty, so you can actually have it in your room and it looks gorgeous. The last thing as well that does help, that I sometimes pick up and I just have a look at if I'm not busy or anything, is actually this book. It's called The Secret. This was actually the documentary that I watched when I was 14, and this is the book version, which is actually, I think I like the book version more, because you can pick it up, open any random page, and you learn something new. And it's such a good book. But if you want to know a bit more about The Secret, this is like amazing. And of course, if you want me to make more videos and go into more detail of how I got my perfect guy, more details of how you can get your house, how you can make €1 million, like you can, as I said, you can get anything. So if you really want me to go into detail on how to get these specific things, comment below and I'll totally make a video for you, because guys, you can get whatever you want. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I now post twice a week, Wednesdays and Sundays, so I will see you in the next one. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. I would love to see what you thought of the video, if you actually know law of attraction, or if you've actually manifested anything nice into your life, or tell me what you want. Tell me, is it a house you want? Is it a perfect guy, perfect girl, perfect partner, whatever? Tell me below, what do you want in your life? And see you in the next one. Bye, guys.